What's up, everybody? Welcome to Rust again. We're gonna play it with somebody who knows what they're doing this time. Known him for a while, went to high school with him. So let's see. Let's see your grand entrance here. There she/he is. How sexy. Alright, so anyway. So like I said, this person, Cotty here, knows way more about Rust than me. So we have a little base here. That is farther than I could get since I died immediately at Oxum's gas station. So walk me through what the hell's going on, basically.
Yeah. So we've got a 2x2, and it's got doors between each square. 2x2 because it's two squares, or 2 squares side, 2 squares long. And this is the tool cupboard back here. You got 2 loot rooms on this side. We've got these shitty, double doors everywhere because they take explosives to go through. So it's kind of cramped because we don't have as many of the blueprints as we'd like. This is a pretty standard base that you'll see just starting out. Most of the people in the area are far more developed than us.
Naturally.
So we're pretty shocked this base hasn't gotten raided yet. It's upgraded. The core is all up to sheet metal, and then it has an additional layer of walls on the outside. Basically, this base is meant to look like these doors are actually garage doors. It's meant to look like it's harder to raid than it is. So
what's the difference between a garage door and these double doors? Then I know you told me this already, but I actually don't remember.
Yeah, so it takes over 2 times the amount of explosives to go through a garage door than to go through these sheet metal doors.
Okay. But it's the same amount of it's a 1 square door that basically is in the same footprint.
Yes, same footprint. It actually, instead of, it's a garage door like a real garage door, so it rolls up to the ceiling.
Right.
So it has the additional benefit of not pushing you around all over the place.
Yeah, right. Like we've got going on right here, where you just get knocked around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So this base, despite not being raided, has a very threatening neighborhood and neighbors. It's a pretty advantageous spot, but it kind of has there's a certain floor that you need to be at to really make use of the area, and we haven't reached that in terms of progression. So we're outgunned by everybody. We don't really have as much of the healing materials, med syringe. We don't even have a tier 2 workbench yet to make the one good gun that I found.
Right.
So on our shopping list is going to be going to get some scrap. Scrap, and then we need to find.
So that's the neighborhood again.
That's the neighborhood. So we got to navigate around that. We have 450 scrap, so we only need about 50 more to actually make it tier 2, and then we got some better guns. But the biggest thing outside of that is going to be medical syringes.
Right, that makes sense. Okay, and then we've got storage here, and I have no idea what's supposed to go where. Oh my goodness, look at this though. 5 pistols, some bullets. Oh yeah, I remember now. The hazmat suit was up here, yeah.
Yeah,
a torch. So this is just kind of we're just getting ready for dropping stuff in.
Yeah, so this is going to be the on the left guns, on the right is kits, on the top, and then bottom left is components, bottom right is where we keep all the fancy shit, if we had any. And
right.
I'm going to go investigate that.
Okay.
That sounds like
one last question before you go. What is this green thing on the wall? So when I was playing a while ago, I found this thing on the ground, but it was red, and I didn't know what it was.
It's an electronic component. I just put it on the wall because it doesn't. That way, it doesn't take up storage space.
Oh,
so
I
it's
gotcha.
Not actually doing anything. But it's
I gotcha. Okay.
Piece.
Okay. All right, and then so. That's awesome. So this base actually makes sense logically. I mean, for the most part. And And man, you're right about the neighborhood. Wow, it's hopping. It is popping and it is hopping out there.
Yeah, so outside, three neighbors away is getting C4 rated, and the raiders are getting countered with AKs.
Right.
So what that means is high-end explosives, and the people who are trying to trying to come in and take the explosives or the raid or both from the people that are raiding the base. And it's all very high-end stuff, and it is literally right in front of the monument where we would go to get scrap. It's between us and anywhere we want to go.
Okay, that's actually ideal. So we have a super high probability of dying. Excellent. All right. So you said that like there was significance to where we put this base, and I know that when we had talked about this before, I like this area and you like this area because we were close to power plant, and I guess power plant, and that's it. But anyway,
power plant, access to the water, and then water, snow, roads, and not too far from things like launch site, but really the water
that is pretty close.
Boat access to any of the oil rigs, to other monuments like harbor, access to basically it unlocks everything with the water, provided you have somewhere that you can park a boat and access it. And unfortunately, there are massive sweaty boy compounds at every single potential port that we could try and use.
Right.
So, through the bottleneck of the peninsula that we're on, that has a raid and big boys going on, and then with the ports all being taken up by big bases, we are in a bit of a pickle.
Nice.
It's gonna be fun.
All right. I'm down with fun, and frustration is what I'm kind of reading between the lines and what you're saying. Potentially, not necessarily, but with my skill level, it's probably going to be.
Well, the good thing is the hardest part about progression is attaining. It's kind of like offense versus defense. So to progress, it's like if you were playing football but you had unlimited downs. So you can just keep chucking the ball until you get a touchdown. Like you get picked off, it doesn't really matter. You're just trying to reach the end zone at some point. Whereas, everyone else that already has this stuff, it's a lot cheaper for them to make. They don't care so much about when they lose it. They don't want to lose it. But, like if we ran over 5 times and died trying to counter that raid, but killed them and got good stuff once and got it back, provided we actually are able to research it, it only takes one successful play to make a lot of progress. Right. So that's kind of the benefit of, because we're like mid-wipe now, there's a lot less people on the bottom end of the totem pole. And what that means is that we can move and try and make some plays if we want to, or we can kind of skirt around, the lesser traveled areas now, because it's not going to be filled with bow kids everywhere.
Okay, so all right, so I would say let's go for something. Yeah, I currently have a sleeping bag, arrows, 3 bandages, a torch, a rock, a sword, and a crossbow.
I may have been using you for storage.
That's fine. I would have used me for storage as well. I guess, do I need to I don't need to take the sleep. Well, I'm going to take the sleeping bag because you said it could be beneficial to plop one down somewhere, right?
Yeah, so I'll probably send you a screenshot of my respawn screen, so you can see how many exactly how many bags I have around the area.
Oh, right. Okay. All right.
It's a lot, because what that allows for is, as long as they're 7 squares away from each other or more, you don't have to wait for the cooldown. And if they're all dotted around the area where we're in, if there's a lot going on, if there's a big fight, all it takes is a gun in your hand to make a play sometimes, or to just grab the stuff and run. So if you can respawn on a bag that you placed there earlier, and grab some stuff and boogie, like that's the more bags you have dotted around, the higher chances are that you can make something happen like that.
So we're pro bag. All right.
We're pro as many
Pro
bags
bag.
as you can put down.
All right.
This is the short way of saying that. Yep.
Okay. And then the other thing that I want to make sure that I understand is what we're doing. And I think what we're going to do is try to run the key cards, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's
actually,
green, blue, red, or green, red, blue.
Yep. So
And then we get to do something else.
Yep. So the green card gives you access to blue, to a blue room. And in the blue room, you get some low-level loot. Different monuments have different amount of loot in them. Some are literally just a blue card and one box. Some have a few more. But generally, the blue rooms don't have that much. But you get the blue card, and then with the green and blue cards, certain monuments have red rooms, or have blue rooms that you can get into. That has higher-end loot than that. I would say mid-tier, couple of green boxes. And that'll have a red card in it. So then once you have green, blue, and red, you can either run launch site, military tunnels, or either one of the oil rigs. And that is end game loot.
End game loot. All right. So that's what our objective is, basically.
Yep. All you have to do is run a green monument, and then a blue monument, and then a red monument, all without dying in succession, and then take all of that and run a end game monument, also without dying, and get all that back home.
Why do we have to do the first three without dying?
Oh, you don't have to. I mean, like, at some point you have to do it without dying so that because you need the cards for the fight.
Oh, okay. So you're basically just saying you have to have all the cards.
At some point you have to have enough successful runs where you have each one of the cards.
Okay.
Back in base.
I got you. All right. And so power plant is a potential green, right? Didn't you say that was kind of a mixed one? But the one that we probably should hit is like a gas station or something.
Yeah, so what we'll probably want to do is make our way over to the like J3 abandoned supermarket harbor area.
Okay, right. Yeah.
Because that is a green card and a blue card right there. And then from there, we would come back
J3. Hold on. J3. What? I gotta remember my alphabet and numbers. H-I. I see it now. Right, okay, yeah.
So that harbor, we're going to want to go to that supermarket in that harbor.
Okay. That seems reasonable.
Yeah. I think our biggest hurdles are going to be making it past Q7, and then it depends on what K4 is looking like. Those are our two big danger areas.
Okay, right. And what do we need to take with us?
Just weapons, honestly, and make sure you're at full health. And
I am. I have plenty of food. I don't have much water. I guess I could drink some. I had some. Oh no, I have a water bottle, so I can just take that with me.
Yeah, we can also just there's food crates around that we can make a pit stop at.
I don't think I'm even gonna need the water, honestly.
Yeah. Right. Let's see.
Are you bringing a pistol?
I'm bringing a pistol and a compound bow.
Okay, I have that. And how many bullets do you carry? About 20?
Yeah, I'm carrying 29, which is just how much I got from splitting the stacks a couple of times. It definitely was not an exact science.
All right.
It's 8 bullets in a clip, so two to three clips. It's pretty rare that you go through that, but
they're cheap, right? It's cheap.
Yeah, they're cheap.
Okay.
So this raid was literally right outside, so this is going to be interesting to see.
All right.